We are technically 5 miles east of Washington, D.C., and that's where you find this place, FedEx Field in Landover, Maryland. They love their football in this part of the country, and this crowd is ready to go as their guys will match up with the New York Giants. The final weekend of the summer. Hope you're enjoying it wherever you are as we are off and running on EA Sports. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. First carry for the Memphis man, Antonio Gibson. And he'll get this from the 25 to the 30 for a pickup of 5. Well, this defense for the Giants, terrific last week in the season-opening victory.
And no matter what's done throughout a ball game, it always comes back to blocking and tackling. That's the essence of football. But I think it's hard for people to understand just how difficult it is to tackle, especially open field. Very few missed tackles on tape that I saw last game. This team does a nice job of getting their opponents on the ground.
Still a couple yards short of the first as the 3-yard gain brings up a third down.
Let's go. Check.
They'll run with Gibson. And he's able to get the first before he's taken down at the 36. A third down gain of 3 yards, and that'll be enough. Defense had a chance to get off the field here on the opening drive, couldn't do it.
I know that we go into these meetings with coaches, and sometimes maybe we can get, a little bit numb because they're always going to talk about how important third down is, aren't they? Offense and defense. In this case, one capitalized, and the other, as you said, had a chance to get off the field and didn't get it done.
Give him a couple on the carry there, 2nd and 8. Handoff for Gibson. And still about 3 yards shy of a first as the 4-yard pickup brings it to third down.
Well, if you're a football guy, that's a pretty run because everyone is in sync right there. Obviously, the guy carrying the ball, but how about the people up front? Leverage, athleticism, they created some nice space for him.
Love with it here, 3rd and short yardage. And that is incomplete. That's a pretty good opening possession defensively.
And you know the goal is to make something of a statement, especially on the road with your first defensive possession, isn't it? Go right out and establish yourselves and let them know this is going to be tough going all game long.
That'll be out of bounds, and how good was that? They'll say the 3-yard line. That's where they spot it.
That is how you flip field position. That's an absolute bomb of a punt. Downs it inside the 5-yard line. Absolutely ideal.
And from that position, you're hoping to get it down inside the 15, inside the 5. Superb. Right there on the first down run. He gets maybe 3.
And that's frustrating for a defense because they've got them pinned down deep. And on the first play, they gave up a run that keeps an offense on schedule.
Yeah, because 3 to 4 yards, that's all you're looking for right there, right?
That's absolutely perfect, really, as a play call. You get 3 to 4 yards on first down. That's what they talk about to us all the time, about being ahead of the chains or on target, ahead of schedule. They were after that run.
The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7. Here's Burrow setting up to throw it. That's caught by his tight end, Evan Ingram. And he's able to get this one all the way past the 30. That one good for 26 and a first down.
Oh, that was a nice job there. Quarterback and receiver reading the pressure that was brought. They both knew it was going to open up the middle of the field. Nice little shake and bake at the line of scrimmage, got right into his route. And the quarterback hit him in stride, and he was able to run free after the catch.
And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44. Another nice gain, 13 yards that time, and another first down. Well, one unit I know you want to watch is that offensive line. If they keep clearing holes like that, it could be a long night defensively.
No doubt about it, because when they are in sync, as we're seeing so far, where that continuity is there, and you can see that they're playing off of each other while controlling the defensive front linebackers, you're exactly right. It could be a very long night for the defense, because someone's going to run for some big yardage.
Calling no gain on the play, and it'll be second down.
Ladies and gentlemen, that is a force of nature in the defensive tackle position. Yes, he's as big as they come, but still plenty agile. He's able to make a nice play there to swallow up the ball carrier.
Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again, second and 10. They're passing here, Joe Burrow. He's going to have the hook up to Ross. And he's brought down. So the penalty rightfully declined. They'll keep the yardage on the completion.
Still some disagreement by the defense, though, because he thought that was just good, strong coverage, and the contact's going both ways, so why is there a flag? In the end, though, doesn't matter. Still a completed pass.
After the penalty, they go with Barkley. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. Second and right at a yard.
A nice run here early on. It doesn't take a great play caller to realize you want to establish a guy of his caliber with runs like this early, because they'll pay dividends as the game progresses.
On second and 1, Burrow. And that'll be incomplete.
Well, they've got man coverage on the outside, and my scouting report on these DBs tells me that they love to take matters in their own hands. They want man coverage, not zone. And there was good coverage there that forced the incompletion.
This will be play number 7 on the drive. Third and a yard. Here's Burrow. A throw for Galladay is going to be intercepted. Jeremy Chin picks it off. And the return comes to a halt right at the 44-yard line. CD, I know it's just his second year in the league as a quarterback, but that's going to be one when he flips on the tape. He's like, I shouldn't have thrown that ball.
No doubt about it, and his coaching staff will be emphatic about he shouldn't have thrown that ball. But remember, second year, as you noted, on-the-job training, so he's got to take this feedback that he's getting, negative or otherwise, and turn it into positives moving forward.
The Washington offense at the line and ready to roll. They'll start on the ground with Gibson. And he'll be taken down across the 50 at the 45 in enemy territory. The drive starting with a first down, 11 yards on that pickup. We're scoreless after 1. On first down, right back to Gibson. It's a 7-yard carry to set them up with a second and 3.
Well, no matter how they phrase it, staying on schedule, staying ahead of the sticks, whatever you want to call it, 7 yards on first down, that fits the bill.
A good run, got 7 on first. Here's second and 3. Now Love. Well, the pressure gets to Love, and he'll go down. Give the sack to Lorenzo Carter. He was still looking through his progressions and going through his receiver options, and while he was doing that, the defense got to him quickly in the pocket.
And it was a great example of zone coverage, well executed, well coordinated. All the receivers were covered, and he couldn't evade the rush back in the pocket.
And 5 in the secondary now for the Giants on third down. Here's a give to Gibson. And he gets this only to the 41. Not near enough for the first. It's a gain of 5, but it'll lead to a fourth down.
Frustrating for a defense, energizing for an offense. Finding a way to create that type of yardage in your running game, that'll make the guys carrying the ball very, very happy.
And I tell you what, he got it from 58. That had lots of leg behind it. So 3 drives now for this offense, and that field goal gives them their first 3 points.
So if you're an offensive coordinator and you're averaging a point a drive, you're in the wrong line of work, aren't you? You got to find a way to unlock the key to these defenses and put some big points on the board.
The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. They threw an interception the first time they had the football, only gave up 3 points off of that, so it shouldn't be a difficult hole to overcome.
It really shouldn't, as long as they're not listening to the chatter coming from the other side, because when you throw a pick, look, I know defensive backs, they have a tendency to be a little bit loud after they take one away, but they also have a tendency to gamble a little bit more, thinking they'll get a second one. Maybe they can take advantage of that with some double moves.
A first down carry for Barkley. And he is swallowed up right at the line of scrimmage. Tackle made by Chase Young. And he got off the end there very quickly to make that play.
Yeah, it was almost like the bullet train, wasn't it? I mean, just zoom. Quick, quick, quick. And what a terrific play, holding them to no gain.
So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10. From the shotgun, Joe Burrow. Eluding the pressure right. All in all, no gain on the play, and it'll bring up 3rd.
Well, he strung it out as far as he could, and I like the fact that he kept his eyes downfield, but he finally ran out of time and room. But I'll take that over forcing it downfield and possibly having it intercepted.
2 runs for a net gain of nothing. Now here's 3rd and 10. Burrow looking to pass. Gets this out to Saquon Barkley. And he is out of bounds inside the 35. A big 30-yard play on 3rd.
Here we go. I can't do the let you play. Here we go.
A give to Barkley out of the gun. Works his way inside the 30 on a pickup of 4.
I feel like I could see what he was thinking on that carry. Wanted to follow that big tackle through the hole. Ended up only getting 4 yards on the carry. I think he had designs on that one being bigger.
Following the pickup of 4, here's 2nd and 6. Burrow will throw. And it's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
Well, when you've got a tight end who can run, you've got to give him a shot to unlock the defense. Want to see what they can get. Taking the big shot downfield. That one winds up incomplete.
They got to get to the 23 here on 3rd. Now it's Burrow. He finds the speedster Ross. That's complete. And he will have a Giants first down as they're able to get the third down conversion. So here's a 1st and 10 now, down inside the 20. Inside the red zone here. They'll look to throw. They'll roll him out right. And he'll protect himself at the end here as he winds up getting pretty decent yardage. He'll get 5 out of the scramble. It's 2nd down.
Now, how about that play? He took a possible negative and turned it into positive yardage and slid down to avoid taking a big shot. Excellent job getting down and avoiding the big hit.
Working with 2nd and 5 now. They'll try the right side here. Barkley. And he'll be taken down here at about the 11. It'll be a pickup of a couple, and it leaves him with a 3rd and 3.
Another scouting report on him is that he doesn't possess the eye discipline to be an elite linebacker. What that means is his ability to read, react, and make a play. But on that one, he looked like one of those guys.
Burrow on 3rd down. They'll set up the screen to Barkley. Good contain, no gain on the screen, and it'll bring up 4th down. And Washington now going to use the first of their 3 timeouts, as the stoppage will come with a little under a minute to go in this first half. Now the offense is not leaving the field. They're going to stay out and go for it on 4th and 3. They'll try and throw forward with Burrow. Got a man, it's Ross, complete. And he takes it inside the 10 to the 8 before he's out of bounds. Well, they deemed it 4-down territory, and they got 4 yards to pick up the first.
Here we go, here we go.
They'll try and run for it with Barkley. And he's able to get it down to the 2-yard line. From the 2 now, 2nd and goal. Touchdown! John Ross, his first touchdown of the new season. And the Giants have taken the lead. Graham Gano on for the extra point. And this is no good. He missed it. Not a good start here in the kicking department, as this remains a 6-3 score. Now he's back out there to boom this one away, maybe with some frustration after the PAT miss. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken. Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. And with them trailing, there is still enough time to try to string a few plays together, maybe get into field goal range. Now Washington going to use the 2nd of their 3 timeouts as they stop it with 28 seconds to go in the first half of play. Yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7. Working out of the gun. Love. Well, the pressure gets to Love, and he'll go down. And now they'll take a timeout defensively. After the 2nd down play, they burn the timeout, making them sweat out the final few ticks here in the 2nd quarter. And they line up now for what will likely be the last play of the first half. This time they stay on the ground, and they'll indeed stop him on 3rd down. And now what do you want to do with your timeouts? So we come upon halftime here with the visiting Giants out on top. As we'll send you down the coast now to Orlando, that's where we find Jonathan Coachman, ready with our EA Sports halftime report. Coach, second half ready to get rolling. The Giants with a lead, and they are set to receive this kick. From a couple yards deep, he'll bring it out of the end zone. And ultimately, he stopped right where he would have been if he had simply gone down to a knee at the 25. The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. And both of these defenses have been stifling these last few drives offensively. Just not able to get anything going, so what needs to change?
I think a lot of the guys will go back and review, so to speak, because everyone has someone assigned to how did each play work. Okay, what did we use that kind of worked for us during this game? Try and get back to some of those plays, as well as the possibility of showing something you haven't shown already in this game.
That's caught inside the 20. And he just falls short down at the 1-yard line.
Well, partner, I'm not sure how this drive's going to end, but how about the way they flip field position there? A nice attacking play. They picked up a heck of a chunk of yardage.
After the big play, a chance to finish now on 1st and goal. Barkley. And he will take it on in for a Giant touchdown. Saquon Barkley, his second touchdown on the season. And the Giants are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead. This time, the extra point up and good. And his guys will take a 10-point lead. Gano now following the touchdown here to kick it away. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. The Washington offense at the line and ready to roll. And their deficit a little wider than it was at halftime. Does that touchdown a minute ago change the thinking here at all?
I think it does, at least a little bit, because now urgency has to start setting in. You can't go out there and go 3 and out and run the risk of falling behind substantially, but you have to do it without pressing, because pressing, that'll lead you into bigger errors.
One play has him up past the 40 already, and another 1st and 10. A carry for Gibson. And he's going to take this ahead for right around 3 yards, but no more than that. 2nd down. Play fake. Here's Love. And he will find his man, Samuel. And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. A gain of 28 yards there and give him a 1st down. Love from the gun. And he slides and covers up at the end as he's going to be able to pick up decent yardage. Nice work to get 7 out of that, and it's 2nd down.
Partner, he was going through his progressions. Not there, not there. After about the 3rd one, he decided he better pull it down and run for it. And he slides down and avoids the hit for good measure.
Play action this time with Love. And he's got it. Touchdown, Washington. A great play there. His first NFL reception goes for 6. And Washington has made this a 1-score game. A nice throw there by the 2nd-year quarterback.
And I don't believe that was the kind of play he would have made as a rookie, because usually your rookie season is a continuation of your college days. A lot of one read, and if you don't have it, you just take off and go. Now he's settled in the pocket a little bit more, reading the field and getting to a second and sometimes third progression. That was a nice play.
From a yard or two deep, here comes a return. And that decision to bring it out ends up not being a good one. Cost him about 5 yards as he's tackled at the 20. The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. They were able to extend their lead with an opening drive touchdown here in the third quarter, but that just got matched a moment ago.
So we know that what they discussed at the half worked. Now, what are the counters to that, right? You don't just run the same things over and over. Some do, but many will also show something and then come back with something else to keep the defense off balance. Oh, that's got to frustrate him a little bit because they nearly got to him there, and it would have been the first sack of the game. Instead, they're able to influence the release, and they did force the incomplete pass.
Thanks for joining us here on a Thursday night in the NFL. Third quarter, 2nd and 10 coming up. Now it's Burrow. And he gets this one just shy of the 40, down at the 39. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. Now Burrow. That's caught by Galladay. And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35. Now Burrow on 1st down. He'll get this one to Galladay. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. Chewing up big yardage. Another nice gain there. This one goes for 20. On 1st down, Barkley. And he'll get it here to the 10-yard line. 44 yards on the ground for him so far.
That play wasn't quite as big as the play that preceded it, but still, got to like the way they're moving the football, partner.
Absolutely. Pretty good room to run on that last play.
Yeah, they didn't get a 1st down, but still, you'll take runs like that each and every time, won't you?
Second down, here's Barkley again. Trying to run inside, but nothing there. They'll say no gain on the play there, and now it'll be 3rd down.
And the big fella stuffed that one up in a big way. I think doubling him has to be a priority because you can't move up to the next level if you don't take care of him first.
An extra man here in the secondary for Washington on 3rd down. They're going to look to throw. Flushed out right. And I think the ball's out. And this is going to kick out of bounds. Boy, a fortunate bounce or two there. They'll keep possession back inside the 10-yard line. No doubt they were hoping for 7 points out of this drive, CD. The good news, they could at least salvage 3 because that ball went bouncing out of bounds.
Yeah, how about the bounce that they got? They kept them in field goal range. You're exactly right. They get a chance to get 3 points out of it and not cost themselves.
On 4th down, Joe Judge makes the decision. They're going for it. 4th down. Here's Joe Burrow. And he's brought down. Can't do anything with a football. It's a sack and a turnover on downs. The Giants go on 4th but come up empty. And Washington will have it on the turnover on downs. Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. And here we are almost through 3 quarters of play, and this passing game still has not really found any kind of rhythm.
Put it mildly, because they're not even over 100 yards yet. And in today's NFL, where it's a pass-first league, that is quite surprising. Not many teams patient enough to stick with the run. Everybody wants to advance the ball through the air. They've got to get their timing back.
1 quarter remains here in this Thursday night matchup. We'll return with more after this. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Three yards remain for second down. Gibson again. And he'll be brought down right around the 37.
Antonio Gibson is an absolute dart with the ball in his hands, and he can make you miss, and he can run over you. Took a little while to crack the starting lineup as a rookie, but boy, was he sensational when he did. Went for 115 yards and 3 scores in a Thanksgiving Day clobbering of the Dallas Cowboys. And Washington, they feel like they had a real find when they took him in the 3rd round last year, number 66 overall, and he justified their decision.
And not a whole lot of room to operate there on the first down run. He gets maybe 3.
Well, that's just a pile of bodies there, and that's when you kind of find out who's a tough guy, right? Who can stand up and make a play. It was only a 3-yard run, but for both sides, they had to walk away from that feeling like, okay, I can stand up when the going gets tough in here.
Let's go, let's go. Number 53, Mike 53. Ain't no such thing as a loss. We take it.
Switching things up, they'll throw it now with Jordan Love. Winds up and lets it go for Samuel. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there trying to take a shot, but it's 3rd down.
A deep ball down that right sideline, and he made sure that he put it where either his guy was going to catch it or no one was.
Washington on 3rd down. They've only converted once in 4 tries. This is 3rd and 7. Love looking to throw it. He's going to try and go deep again. And unable to connect. Incomplete. Now give them credit. They took their shot, but it's going to bring up 4th down. Here's Tressway now as he'll punt it away for the 2nd time. And he gets this away, and look at this. This is a good one. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully. The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. Their defense got the stop, forced the punt, and now you really start to monitor the clock as they nurse this slim lead. And he'll manage to pick up about 4. It's 2nd down. And I'm guessing you'd say this is kind of the key here. Grind out some yardage, work on that clock, see if you can continue to tick it down.
Definitely, you want to bleed things out at this point, right? Continue to possess the football, gain some yardage, and put the onus on the defense. Do they have to use timeouts? What are they going to do to stop you? You're taking charge.
72 yards rushing for him now as he's carried it 13 times. At carries like that, that's how they're going to continue to salt this thing away here, Charles, in the 4th quarter.
Yeah, how about that? A new set of downs. Clock continues to move. No better way to close out a game than to tap those mastodons you have up front and say, guys, keep pounding them. Let's keep the ball, keep their offense on the sidelines, and let's close this one out.
Here's 2nd and 10. Now they'll switch it up here and look to throw. Open man right side is Ingram. That'll leave them with a 3rd and 2 coming up. They got 8 yards there. Back to throw here. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
Well, we always talk about how you've got to be quick when you go through your progressions, and here's another prime example. Trying to look downfield, he was standing in the pocket, but just couldn't find anyone open, could he?
No, not enough time. They hit him and forced that incompletion. And here's a big one now. Trying to hold this lead. They're going to go for it here on 4th down. He'll drop to throw. And he'll find Galladay. That's complete. And all the way inside the 15 before they drop him. And on 4th and short, they snag a gain of over 30.
That was awfully nice. Hit him in stride, and off he went. It was almost like the ball hitting him was like him receiving a baton, and he was running the anchor leg in a relay race.
So how about this for field position after the big play? Inside the 15 now as they come up on 1st and 10. They'll try and run some clock here as they keep it on the ground. And this time they were waiting for him as he'll be knocked down before he can get back to the line of scrimmage. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12. So that'll back him up 5. And it looks like this will be the last play before the 2-minute warning. Play action. It's Burrow. He'll buy some time right. 3 points separating these two sides with 2 minutes left to go in the 4th. So it's Giants football here as we welcome you back. Possibly a turning point. Big play coming. This is 3rd and long. He'll look to throw. And this pass broken up. And the contact well timed there. And now 4th down.
He did a fine job there of not hitting him before the ball arrived. And I've got to tell you, you can often mistime that play because of the angles of approach. When you're going to get him, sometimes you panic as well and think, I've got to be there right now. Instead, in this case, timed it perfectly and knocked it free.
Well, he was a spectator for much of this game. This is his first field goal opportunity of the entire contest, but he's able to connect.
Yeah, he had a pretty good seat to this one, didn't he? But let's face it, all kickers that you and I know, they want to contribute. They want their opportunity, and he seized his.
The Washington offense at the line and ready to roll. And a tight game after punting last time. See if they can get something going on this drive.
As they head to the field now, with the game this close, you've got to feel there's a sense of urgency for them going on offense right now. But they have to do it without letting panic creep in and affect their play.
They'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. 97 yards on the ground for him now as he has gotten better, really, as the night's gone on. Here's Gibson. Benardrick McKinney there to make the stop.
Well, any lane that might have been open there was closed pretty quickly, and that was because the defensive front, they won that battle at the point of attack at the line of scrimmage. They used great leverage, held their spot, and stacked him up.
The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8. They'll run. It's Gibson. And this time he's able to take it down to the 42. It's a 4-yard pickup there, and it leaves him with 3rd and 5.
I like it. I like the call. Still an opportunity to run the football and chew up a little more time off the clock.
On third down, here's Gibson. Well, this is going to depend on the spot, but it's not a very generous one. He looks to be about a yard or so short. This late in the game, Charles, I think you maybe seriously have to think about going for it.
Especially where they are in terms of field position, because this is almost like no man's land. Might hurt your punter because there might not be enough space, maybe too far for your field goal kicker. I'm like the old rule. Possession is 9/10 of the law. Possession is 9/10 of winning the game. Go for it. Get the first down. Close it out.
They'll go. It's Gibson. And he's going to have the first down at about the 38. He's been tough for this defense to handle, over 100 yards. You kind of knew that they were going to him on that play, didn't you?
They certainly did. That's one of those situations where you simply say, my best runner over my best blockers. Let's go ahead and pick it up. And I don't care if they know it on the other side. Here we come, and they got it done.
Love. He lets this one fly toward the back of the end zone. And that is incomplete.
Ooh, that's certainly not the worst thing. It stops the clock and lets your offense catch its breath and lets us exhale a little bit. Now I expect them to call a couple plays in the huddle so they're ready if a tackle happens inbounds.
Second and 10. Love looking to throw. Sliding out of the pocket. And he'll slide to a halt here. Still a little shy of the first down marker. 7th play of the drive upcoming here on 3rd and 6. Here's Love. That's caught by Sims. And he'll go out of bounds inside the 15-yard line. A big third down pickup of 20 yards. Here's a 1st and 10 at the 14-yard line. Now Love. And that's going to be knocked away in the end zone. It's incomplete. This secondary as a unit, they worked really well together in this one, especially late.
A lot of cohesiveness, a lot of communication, and some great athleticism. They're playing so well now, a nickname is sure to follow. They're going to have to name this whole unit soon.
Flush to his right. All in all, no gain on the play, and it'll bring up 3rd. Now Washington going to go ahead and use their final timeout as they stop it with 14 seconds to go in the game. He's back to throw. And he'll go down. Brought down at the 20-yard line. Azeez Ojulari in there to drop him, and that will go in the books as the first sack of his young NFL career. Congratulations, young man. Well, Charles, exciting to the very end. That's what we just saw in this game. Final play there, had it in the red zone, but anytime you're outside of the 10, that's tough. Trying to drop a final play to get in, and they couldn't do it.
It certainly is. So what they were looking for